In today's interconnected global economy, the strength or collapse of a currency doesn't just affect one country, it ripples across continents. But what happens when two very different economic giants, the United States, the issuer of the world's dominant reserve currency, and Iran, an oil-rich nation facing crippling inflation and sanctions, both appear to be in crisis? In this video, we'll explore the economic forces, geopolitical tensions, and human impacts behind what some are calling a dual currency collapse: the weakening US dollar and Iran's collapsing rial. By the end, you'll understand why this matters to the global economy, everyday people, and the future of money itself. Before diving into specific cases, let's define what we mean by currency collapse. A collapse means rapid loss of purchasing power and plunge in exchange value relative to other currencies. Causes can include hyperinflation, loss of confidence, war, sanctions, political instability, debt, and monetary policy errors. Currency collapse leads to soaring prices, eroded savings, capital flight, and social unrest. Iran's currency, the Riyal, has experienced one of the most dramatic depreciations of any major currency in recent history. At the time of the 1979 revolution, the Riyal traded at roughly 70 Riyals to $1. Over decades, due to inflation and economic mismanagement, it plunged, and in recent years, it collapsed to over 1.4 million Riyals per USD. By 2025, inflation averaged above 40%, and the Riyal's free market value hit record lows, eroding savings and incomes. Why did the Riyal collapse? Experts point to several interacting reasons. Reason first, U.S. maximum pressure sanctions drastically cut export revenue, especially oil. Reason second, Iran depends heavily on oil foreign exchange inflows. When they dry up, fewer dollars are available. Reason third, with inflation near 40%, people avoid holding Riyals and convert to dollars or hard assets. Reason fourth, requirements for importers to buy dollars at open market rates increased dollar demand. This is not just economics, it's political and social pressure. In late 2025, these conditions helped spark major protests across Iran as citizens struggled under rising prices and collapsing wages. Currency collapse doesn't stay in financial charts. It hits everyday life. Is the US dollar collapsing too? Unlike the Riyal, the US dollar is the dominant global reserve currency, used for trade, foreign exchange reserves, and global finance. Does this mean the dollar is collapsing? Not in the same way as Iran's currency, but markets are signaling pressure. A key difference is that a true collapse implies total loss of value. That's highly unlikely for the US dollar due to its reserve status. Economists note the dollar's global role in deep financial markets mean it's resilient even in face of headwinds. While the US dollar and Iranian rial operate in very different contexts, their currency situations reveal larger forces in the global economy. So, is the world witnessing a currency collapse? In Iran's case, the answer is yes. A dramatic fall in value, massive inflation, and social unrest. In the US, pressure and concerns exist, but not a collapse. Instead, the dollar may be facing historical shifts in its global role. From Tehran's streets to Wall Street's trading floors, currency is more than money. It's trust, power, and stability. Understanding this helps us see how economic policy and geopolitics shape everyday life across the globe. If you found this breakdown clear and informative, hit like, subscribe, and click the bell to explore more analysis on global economics and geopolitics.